French President Emmanuel Macron has announced that Europe is ready to provide security guarantees for Ukraine, a major step in the ongoing push to bring stability to the war-torn nation. Hosting President Volodymyr Zelenskiy at the Elysee Palace in Paris, Macron declared that the preparatory work is complete, and the plan will be endorsed tomorrow by the so-called Coalition of the Willing, a group of nations committed to supporting Kyiv in its fight against Russia. Macron emphasized that these guarantees will be activated the day a peace deal is signed, ensuring Ukraine's protection and deterring future Russian aggression. The French leader framed the move as a sign of Europe's determination to stand firmly with Ukraine at a decisive moment.
We are ready as Europeans to offer security guarantees to Ukraine and the Ukrainian people the day a peace deal is signed. This is the commitment we made in Washington. The contributions that were prepared, documented, and confirmed this afternoon at the level of the defense ministers in an extremely confidential manner. Allow me to say the preparatory work is complete. It will now be endorsed politically, and it allows us to do so in a solid way. And we will come back to you tomorrow after these meetings and discussions to say that we are ready for a robust, lasting peace for Ukraine and for the Europeans.
Unfortunately, we have not received any signals from Russia that it truly wants to end this war. But I am convinced that our union, above all the union of Europe, the Europe that has been at our side since the beginning of the war, and that this union between Europe and the United States will help us increase pressure on Russia to move towards a diplomatic solution to this complex issue, so important for peace in Ukraine and for achieving a stable peace in Ukraine and in Europe.
President Zelensky, standing alongside Macron, welcomed the announcement and pointed to the strength of unity between Ukraine, Europe, and the United States. He stressed that this united front could increase the pressure on Russia to come to the negotiating table, although he admitted that so far there are no signs Moscow is ready to end the war. Even as the leaders spoke, Russian forces launched a massive new air assault across Ukraine, striking energy and transport infrastructure and reminding the world of the daily toll of the conflict, now stretching into its fourth year. For Kyiv, the guarantees are not only about today's war, but about tomorrow's peace. Ukrainian officials believe that long-term security commitments will help prevent any future Russian invasion once the fighting stops. As the coalition of nations prepares to finalize its pledge, the Paris meeting sends a clear message. Ukraine is not alone. Europe, alongside its allies, is prepared to back its sovereignty with concrete action. In the words of Macron, the time has come for Europe to transform solidarity into lasting security. And for Ukraine, this could be the first glimpse of a safer future.